Why did I ever get on that bus? If I'd just slept on a park bench until morning, I never would have experienced this never-ending hell.
Come now, Crawl.
That day, after a company drinking party, I realized I'd missed the last train. My taxi app just gave me a cold, no cars available message. I was completely out of luck. Are you serious? Missed the last train and no taxis? With no other choice, I started walking towards a bus stop I found on the map, just 3 minutes away. But as I walked, a strange feeling started to creep in. It was a quiet residential area, yet there wasn't a single sound of insects. That's weird. Even on a night like this, you usually hear crickets or something. I checked the bus stop timetable and saw 0:45 last bus. My watch showed 00:40. Relieved, I sat down on the bench. That's when it happened. I happened to look up and a woman was suddenly standing there. A sigh of relief. Just made it. I struck up a conversation saying, "Someone else riding at this hour, huh?" The woman replied after a beat, "To the last stop." Her voice was strangely direct, like it was whispering right into my ear, and it genuinely unnerved me. Then I noticed she didn't cast a shadow. "Someone else riding at this hour, huh?"
To the last stop.
Soon I saw lights in the distance, and a regular route bus approached. But the bus sped right past us. As I panicked, thinking, "What the hell?" the woman said, "The bus we're taking is the next one." And then another bus appeared in the distance. It was an eerie bus with no engine sound at all, and its destination display completely blacked out. "Huh? It just passed us by."
The bus we're taking is the next one.
Urged on by the woman, I found myself drawn onto the bus. This was the worst decision I ever made. The bus was empty, and it was freezing cold, like a refrigerator, as if the air conditioning was cranked too high. No, it wasn't just that. The moment I looked at the driver's seat, a cold sweat erupted all over my body. There was no driver. Even with no one there, the steering wheel was rattling and turning left and right on its own. No driver. What the hell is going on? I spun around, desperate to get off. But the gap where the door should have been was gone, as if welded shut, completely merged with the wall. As panic screamed, "This is bad, this is bad, this is bad," in my head, a powerful stench of decay assaulted my nostrils. The door, it's gone. I can't get out. Trembling from the cold and the foul smell, I happened to look forward. The woman who I'd seen sitting in the very back just moments ago was now in the seat directly in front of me. Before me was the back of her head, with unnaturally long black hair. When did she move? I tried desperately to convince myself that this wasn't real, that I was just seeing things. No way, did she move? No, that can't be right. The next moment, as I gasped, I froze in place. The woman's head alone began to slowly rotate an impossible 180 degrees, turning directly toward me. Her face, now fully facing me, had no eyes. In the gaping black sockets where her eyes should have been, countless white, maggot-like things writhed and squirmed. I let out a soundless scream, pressing myself against the seatback. The woman leaned forward from her seat, bringing her face closer and whispered into my ear, her cold breath smelling of rusty blood. "Next stop. You get off."
Next stop, you get off.
No. The bus stopped, and I was thrown out as if shoved by an invisible force. I turned around, but the bus was already gone. I was in C0 Cemetery. Frantically, I tried to call a taxi on my phone, but the battery, which had been at 80%, rapidly drained. 5%, 1%, 0%. Where am I? That's when it happened. The blue dot on Google Maps, my current location, started moving deeper into the cemetery on its own, even though I hadn't taken a single step. and the moment "You have arrived" appeared on the screen. Why, I haven't moved. Arrived? The woman from before was standing there. She pointed to a freshly dug grave, piled high with new earth. And clearly carved into the headstone was my name. In that moment, I understood everything. On my way to the bus stop, when I despaired over the lack of taxis, I'd already died from a heart attack, a condition I'd had for years. This bus, it was a hearse, carrying me to the underworld. My name? No way, am I already...
Come now, Crawl.
The moment I screamed, "Ah!" I woke up in a hospital bed. Bystanders had found me, and I'd been miraculously resuscitated. So it was all a dream. I cried tears of relief. A dream. It was just a dream. But no, it wasn't. Even now, after being discharged, every night at ISU 440, I hear the sound of a bus with no engine stopping outside my house. And along with a tapping sound on my window, I hear that woman's voice. "Just a little further to the last stop," she says. "Hey, just now, did you hear a sound outside your window?"
Just a little further to the last stop.
It's not over yet.